It's very common for people to have connections to multiple nations through ancestry, citizenship, place of living, or whatever else, and footballers are no exception. Some very small and sparsely populated nations have had an emigration of people where many of these people and their offspring have become some of the best footballers to ever play. Here are the best national teams that never existed. Jamaica. This small Caribbean nation is famous for many things such as reggae, sprinting, dancehall, and different types of herbs. Hardly surprising, these same genetics that led to an unmatched domination on the sprinting track produced some fast football players, but not only that, also some of the most talented players we have seen in this generation. Just listen to this back four. We have Kyle Walker at right back, Chris Smalling and Wes Morgan as centre halves, and Danny Rose at left back. In the midfield we have Raheem Sterling, Dele Alli, Demarai Gray and Leon Bailey. And at the striker position we have Michael Antonio, Andre Gray, and some honorable mentions are Daniel Sturridge and Ashley Barnes. And Usain Bolt. I'm just kidding. The next one is Suriname. Some of you have probably never even heard of this small South American/Caribbean country, but they could have had an amazing national team. And what makes this the craziest one on the list in my opinion is that this is despite their population of only about 600,000 people. At left back we have Ajax player Owen Wijnaldum. He plays for the Netherlands, and as you will find out, this is actually where pretty much all the Surinamese talent on the list ended up, and that is because the Netherlands used to colonize Suriname. At centre back we have Ryan Donk, who is one of the few players on this list that has actually represented the nation of Suriname. He's in the Turkish league but has played for various clubs in Europe. The next centre back is no other than football's very own Dwayne Johnson, Virgil van Dijk. At right back I put Jairo Redewald from Crystal Palace, who is more of a central defensive midfielder, but he has great defensive qualities. Both Van Dijk and Redewald has represented the Netherlands. At midfield we have big Bayern Munich talent Ryan Gravenberch and no other than top player Georginio Wijnaldum, who won the Champions League and Premier League with Liverpool in 2019 and is currently in Roma. When it comes to wingers, it is actually ridiculous how many options there are. We have Ajax player Steven Bergwijn, the skillful Eliero Elia, controversial Quincy Promes, Calvin Stengs in Nice. We also have Justin Kluivert, who is currently in the Premier League side AFC Bournemouth, and also happens to be one of the Netherlands' biggest football legends, Patrick Kluivert's son. The talent hailing from this small nation is nothing short of incredible. Let's put in Edgar Davies as the coach as well to finish this off, since he is also of Surinamese descent. The next one is Guadalupe. Guadeloupe is a small island nation, or French department to be exact, with only 400,000 people, but the talent they could have had in their team is ridiculous. Just listen to this. At goalkeeper we have Johan Thuram. At around 35 years of age, he is now in the second tier in France, but he has played in Ligue 1 for pretty much all of his career for clubs like Monaco, Le Havre and Troyes. And let's move on to the back three from the left. At left centre back we have no other than Layvin Kurzawa. He is born to a Guadeloupean father and a Polish mother. He began his professional career at Monaco and then joined PSG, but is now on loan at Fulham. Big name. At centre back we have Maxence Lacroix, who has played for pretty much all ages for the French youth teams. Only 23 years old, he's a regular at Wolfsburg. At right centre back I'd go for the only actual national Guadeloupean player in this squad, Andrea Gravillon. Still only 25 years old, but he has played in many different clubs in both Serie A and Ligue 1, but just left for Adana Demirspor in the Turkish Super League. Let's move on to the midfield. From the left we have Kingsley Coman, who's definitely the biggest name in this squad. He secured the Champions League final for Bayern Munich by scoring the only goal of the game against his former club PSG back in 2020. The French winger has a father who hails from Guadeloupe. And the first centre mid is Alexis Claude Maurice. The 25-year-old OGC Nice player made 10 points in 25 games last season from his centre mid position. And the next player is also an OGC Nice regular and the first player in this squad who is the son of France football legend Lilian Thuram. It's no other than Khéphren Thuram. Only 25 years old, the 6'3" defensive midfielder has been a regular for Nice since 2019. And to the right we have Saint-Maxime. Super fast, super strong, he can cover the whole right flank in this formation with 3 defenders. His father is from Guadeloupe and he is still eligible to declare to play for them as he never played for the French national team. On to the top 3. To the left we have Lilian Thuram's other son Marcus Thuram. He's more of a striker and has a great goal scoring record in the Bundesliga with 22 goals scored in only 34 games. And at the top we have Alexander Lacazette. The French striker is born to two Guadalupean parents, but has made 17 caps for France. As right winger we have Anthony Martial. The former under-21 Golden Boy recipient has been one of few consistent players for Man United for the last 7 to 8 years. He has made over 30 appearances for the French national team, but his parents are immigrants from Guadeloupe. Let's move on to another small French department in the Caribbean. I'm talking about the island group of Martinique, with only about 370,000 inhabitants. As goalkeeper we have to go with Stevie Elana, now playing in the French 3rd division at 43 years old, but he has over 120 caps in Ligue 1. At left back we have Layvin Kurzawa. He chose France, having grown up there, but he could have played for Martinique, Poland and Guadeloupe as well. At centre back we have one of the greatest ever in Raphael Varane. He just turned 30, but he has played as a regular for Real Madrid for 10 years before joining Man United in 2021. The other centre back is a tight call between Timothy Kolodziejczak and Christophe Herrel, both being 30 years old and playing regularly in Liga. But I pick Kolodziejczak just because he's quicker and he has higher total stats in FIFA. At right back we have the up-and-coming Pacey Malo Gusto, who just joined Chelsea from Lyon. He's only 20 and is predicted to have a great future. I'll go with two central defensive midfielders in Belgian international Axel Witsel and Mikel Malsa, who just left after a few years in La Liga for the Turkish Super League. At attacking mid we have Jeff Reine Adelaide. He was regarded as a big talent and played for all the French youth teams. He's now on loan at Troyes from Lyon, still only 25 years old. At the top three we have Anthony Martial to the left, arguably the second best player in this squad after Varane, and as a forward I'd pick former FIFA nightmare Loic Remy. He is 36 but is still playing in Ligue 1. As a right winger we have Sassuolo player Grégory De Frel. Thanks for watching guys, take care and bye!